Now what you're seeing here in Dick's recent video, oh no, it was planned, it was long planned. He just re-uploaded this about an hour ago. Dick, I love you, buddy. I really love this, man. I do. But that is I'm actually remote viewing now. That is the future of Dick wiping egg off of his face. He's in the process of wiping egg off of his face. Now, I'm not going to yell and scream, Bix, debate me, Cliff High, it's not a bio... No. I'm doing what my shaman friend... If you can come from a 2 of 3... If you got any 2 of these 3, you got all 3. Love, compassion, forgiveness. If you have either 2, you've got all 3. And I have them. Dick, I forgive you for making a mistake. I love you. And I'm going to compassionately tell you how you effed up. In all seriousness. He's talking about this bill that was introduced January 2019. Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. That's what it's called now. When it was introduced, as you can see here in my highlight, it was introduced as the Middle Class Health Benefits Tax Repeal Act of 2019. It didn't get fully whatever for a little while. Then it got passed just by the House. The Senate takes it, rewrites the whole damn thing, changes the name, as you can see over here, Coronavirus, the CARES Act, and it passed, I think in March or whatever it was, of 2020. So if you look at govtrack.us, this is the $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill. The bill was introduced on an unrelated matter, but on March 25th, 2020, the Senate replaced its text in whole with the stimulus bill. And that bill would do the following, which we saw, the $1,200 checks, all this stuff. Middle class health benefits tax repeal, that's what it was. Prior to the March 25th vote, the bill was the Middle Class Act. The text of that bill was enacted as part of H.R. 1865 on December 20, 2019. Completely different. So, Dick, man, I'm coming from a place of love and compassion and forgiveness. I Jason 4, forgive you for jumping the gun a little bit on this one. We've all made mistakes. I probably have done it a time or two, and I quickly, oh yeah, you got good. Thanks, guy. Thanks for guys, you got me. Thanks for. I didn't catch that. Thank you. Let me go delete that video and do a new video, and that's usually what I would do. It's interesting that he sent me a personal email so that I go watch this today. Like an hour ago, he sent me an email. Hey, go watch this, and it was his video. Because I needed to talk to him about something kind of important. And I was waiting on somebody else before I could contact him about this important matter. And he's reaching out to me. I'll let you know another time he reached out to me in advance. When I went to my first treasure hunting escapade in New Mexico, November 2018, I never contacted him. I thought about contacting him. Dick, I've never asked you, but could you do a remote viewing session for me about this treasure? Like, are you able to pinpoint on a mountain somewhere if I could find you like a roundabout area? And I thought, well, I don't even know where I'm going yet. Somewhere in this giant mountain, it was huge. Like, no, I'm not going to waste his time yet. Let me go there, take the video footage, drone footage, see anything interesting, then I'll have him remote view that area or something. Or if he's even willing to. I said, all right, that's what I'll do. So I never reached out to him. Never let him know I was going out there. Just told my wife, basically. And he sends me an email while I'm out there. Me and a couple of guys on the remote viewing team over there. He goes, can I just read it to you real quick? I love this stuff. It's fascinating. I love the treasure stuff, man. I want to do it. I just want to be out there doing this stuff all the time. I get this email from Dick Allgire. I know somebody wants me to work a remote viewing target. I haven't been formally tasked yet, meaning I wasn't given a target ID, but I did a freeform S5 ERV session today, which just means I'm asking Universe, is there anything you need me to see? That's all that means. And boy, did he see something. It was both interesting and disturbing. You have to understand that when in this state, images swim into focus in ideas form, but I don't get a logical, chronological sense of any story. Much of it seems disjointed. I arrive on target looking at water, and I was in motion, as if on a boat or ship or something, some kind. My first thought was, Jay Snip needs to wear his hat and put on some sunscreen. I sensed one of those tan soft sun hats with the floppy brim all the way around and a cord that you pull up under your chin. Now I'm here to tell you, I've never worn that hat on any video. And I brought that hat. That is my go-to sun hat for Florida or anything I'm doing in the sun. And I brought it to New Mexico with me, and I was wearing that son of a gun. And he remote viewed me. I saw a debris field, things scattered and strewn about in a brown surface that could have been mud, silt, or sediment. I couldn't remember what any of the objects were. They seemed broken and worn, but I had a sense they were man-made objects, very old. Pieces of things settled in silt with angles protruding, lumps of things. At one point I saw a large container like a box or chest. Think old wood, rotting metal hinges and clasps. And I saw gold coins. Lots of gold coins. Could have been other things like chains or crucifixes, but mostly my attention was drawn to coins. As I tried to consciously analyze this, the attempt at logical thought bumped me off target. I was startled to find myself in the here and now place where I was conducting the session. I came to and made a few sketches and notes. I settled back down, back into theta awareness, and I again saw round shapes that I took to be coins. They lacked the same brilliance. They were grayish in color, and I got a sense they were embedded in sediment or caked with silt or mud. These were not in a container. They seemed more spread out and strewn about. Is this underwater or under sediment? As I attempted to shift my focus and broaden survey of this place, I started seeing human forms. Forms in various positions. Arms askew, bent, or curled up. Lumps of pieces of bodies. These were the same grayish-brownish color, reminding me of human forms encased at Pompeii. It was like I was seeing the last agonizing moments of many people who died in violent ways, and their bodies were just left in place. I saw decomposing bodies and partial skeletons. I had a sense of this being very old, historic, and it all created a very bad sense of unease. Violence, suffering, death. I saw color images of what seemed to be seals or crests or emblems, bold colors in red and black, a flag of vivid red and green with something gold intertwined, different shapes and banners, red and gold with a seal or emblem, a flag of yellow and white with a complex golden seal, accents of red. I can try to sketch these. They came at me in bunches like a patchwork, but I sensed they represented countries, organizations, or orders. The following ideas came to me. The owners want their shit back. It is treasure, but it is linked to suffering, repression, and death. It is possibly cursed. If I found this, I would not take it. If I did take it, I would donate 90% to some orphanages and have the rest blessed or do an exorcism on it. Can you even do an exorcism on an object? This feels like a dark, forbidden, historic target. If any of this is interesting to anyone, I can make some sketches and do a video. The appropriate soundtrack would be something along the lines of Chevalier de Sangreal. That's not the only thing he's remote viewed for me. And while I do believe that Team Trump is a good guy and there are good guys, and a lot of the things that he may think are coming due to his source, Michael, who up to now has been right, by the way. I just think everyone's in for a massive surprise. Epic takedown of the deep state, and a lot of what Dick thinks might be coming might not because of this. Now granted, he's the remote viewer. I'm the jabroni. But I just don't know. Because a lot of times, like the webbot, the remote viewers, they see something scary, it ends up being scarier. And they've said this in their own sessions before when they're reviewing stuff. We kind of err to the side of, whoa, scary, okay, that wasn't as bad as we thought. Webbot does the same thing. Psychic stuff a lot of times. That psychic realm, for whatever reason, it's like our minds we err to the side of it's doomy or gloomier than maybe what happens. And again, they've said this themselves on occasion. Listen, I love all those guys. They've helped me. They didn't charge me a dime to do these sessions. And they've done a few, for like maybe 3, I think, for me. 3 or 4. And now, granted, I'll say this emphatically. When Snip finds something, you remember the New World Order speech Papa Bush gave? When we have this New World Order, and when we're successful, and we will be successful. Imagine it. Okay, let me go there. When Snippy finds his treasure, when I'm successful, and I will be successful, those are going to be one of the first people I take care of. The entire group, crypto viewing. Here is a little kitty, so to speak, that y'all can pluck out some funding whenever you need it. And honestly, for whatever the hell you want, it's yours. Don't come to me for approval. This is yours. Do whatever the F you want with it. In the name of history being found by me and my buddies, you guys helping me, and I love all the guys, but for whatever reason, and I don't know, maybe there's some kind of connection for Dick and I that I don't know. When he remote views stuff for me, and there's been a couple times where, like, I think Ed Reardon, who's a great remote viewer, by the way, he would just get a little piece of something that really just didn't really fit what I was looking for, or like he saw like the landscape, like, oh yeah, it does kind of look like that, but that's it. No, nothing else. And then Dick's like, okay, here's what I got, and oh my god. And I honestly, I don't, again, nothing about Ed Reardon. He's a very, very good remote viewer. I've seen his other work on other things. It's great, very detailed. But it's like when it's for me, he just, and then I'm not saying like he's like faking it for me, like, oh, he doesn't like me. No, it's just what he gets. And then I look at what Dick gets, and I'm just like, oh my god, Dick, where do you get this from? Well, I just went in and remote viewed. Holy crap. So I have massive respect for these people. We all make mistakes. We all jump the gun sometimes, okay? Dick jumped the gun tonight. So I was joking in the front. I was remote viewing him, wiping egg off his face. That's my remote viewing. That's as good as I can get. But this stuff that I look for wants to be found. The guardians of this stuff, J Snip, you're approved. Go for it. We trust you. Go ahead. We know your intentions. Do it. And maybe they have worked with Dick somehow when he remote views, and other people, psychics that have given me information. I got an hour reading the other day, out of nowhere, free of charge. Sure, Michelle, got something to tell you. There was 4 different things. And I thought it was just treasure related. Because Jared was asking some stuff about it. And one of these days in the probably near future, old Jared's is out of a job these days. And he said, Joe, I'm free. If you need Jared? I told him, yeah, maybe you can come on up one of these next trips and get a little digging action going. So I got all these people, psychic people, which Dick Allgire is in a kind of side thing off on his own, the remote viewing, but it's still psychic related. Cliff Hyde, his webbots over here, the psychics are over here, and again, I feel lucky that I know all these people, and especially after the big with Bix and Cliff, I'm glad they're not telling me to F off for the rest of my life, which we're all good now. I just had another conversation with Bix and Cliff again just yesterday actually, through email. So, all is good. We all make mistakes. I love Dick Allgire, and there's gonna be a day when I finally get in, and the call goes out, Dick. Whether he's back in America or if he's down in South, China Sea somewhere, or wherever the hell he's at the time, if he's not coming back to America. Yeah, listen, Dick, I know you're not here right now, like you're outside the country. You remember when I said one of these days I'm going to call you to come over to New Mexico? Yeah. How do I say this? I really need you to come over here right away. Can you get on a plane? Why? Dick, I just need you to get on a plane. Oh, you want to know why? Let me create a task ID for you. How do you like this one? Remote view that, sucker. J-Stamp, I'm on my way right away. I'm getting on the plane now. You know what I'm saying? And I would look so forward to bringing some of these people who helped me, saying, look what you helped me discover. It's a way in. Oh, and wait till you see what's in there. Well, maybe. Again, I haven't been in. I don't even know how to get in yet. Honestly, I don't even know if there is an in yet. To be fair. But I believe Spirit, Universe, friend. Oh, there's an in. We didn't just see things for nothing. And anyway, so that's it for this video. Again, don't bust his balls. We all make mistakes, and I can see at first glance how, oh my God, wow, how did no one else find this? But Dick, have faith in the good guys. I really think you're going to be surprised. And see my reply email to you because there's something else in there. Take care.